And Dooku, honestly, is certainly no hero, but from one perspective, his rebellion, I mean, when he's suspending Obi-Wan and explaining his reasoning to him, as far as you might take that, given that he's in direct communion with the Sith Lord himself. But there's just like the idea of launching the rebellion against the Republic because of the corruption of the Republic seems to be his primary motive. If we're assuming that he's not just in cahoots with Palpatine to begin with, how did, by the way, just maybe a detail, but how did you interpret that? Is he like, I mean, he's communing with the Sith Lord, but what does he think he's doing?
You know, that's always been a puzzling one for me because, the conversation he has with Obi-Wan in the prison, and he's saying, I know who this Darth Sidious is, and, we can destroy the Sith and take over. It's Dooku to me looks very conflicted, and I don't think that's one character I don't think we really get to see a full circle kind of thing with. We don't really understand all the way where he's coming from because on one hand you can see his fear for Palpatine, but then when they're together, it seems like they have virtually the same goals. And Dooku never deviates away from the separatists. And even more when you see him in the Clone Wars. He never really deviates away from that goal. It's just kind of that one moment with Obi-Wan where he seems a little bit conflicted, but everywhere else he's just another villain. To be honest, I think Dooku's, if I can point to a character that's underutilized in the movie specifically, it would probably be Dooku.
Because he is, I mean, he plays a very, I mean, he's a complex character who plays a very important, pivotal role in the fall of the Republic because he oversees, I mean, essentially, Palpatine is just using him and his separatist movement as the ultimate divide and conquer strategy. And yet you see the fact that the utter mercilessness of the Sith and the dark side in that when Dooku appears to no longer be serving Palpatine's purpose, and he has this mad sort of Sith crush on Anakin. All of a sudden, he's like, well, I mean, I'm pretty impressed with you, my old Padawan. Just why don't you kill him to prove yourself? Like, holy crap, dude!